Late one rainy evening, Marcus Green, a quiet widower living on the outskirts of Atlanta, stopped by a local diner after a long day at work. He'd lost his wife 3 years earlier, and since then, life had been a steady rhythm of solitude and memories. But that night, something pulled his attention. A young woman sitting in a corner booth with three small children, their clothes damp and their eyes full of hunger. The waitress whispered that they'd been there for hours, with no money to order more than a cup of coffee. Without hesitation, Marcus walked over, ordered them a hot meal, and sat with them as they ate like they hadn't in days. The woman introduced herself as Tasha, a single mother who had lost her job and her apartment after her company shut down unexpectedly. The triplets, Malik, Maya, and Mika, clung to her as if she were their whole world. Marcus saw something in her eyes that reminded him of his late wife's strength, tired, but unbroken. When the rain turned into a storm and Tasha confessed they had nowhere to sleep, Marcus made a decision that would change all their lives. He offered them a place to stay just until she could get back on her feet. Days turned into weeks. Marcus found his quiet home filled with laughter, little footsteps, and the smell of Tasha's cooking. The triplets adored him, calling him Uncle Marcus, and his once lonely evenings became joyful chaos. But what surprised him most was how naturally Tasha fit into his life, her kindness, her resilience, and her ability to bring light back into his heart. She never took advantage of his generosity, always looking for ways to repay him, even offering to clean, cook, and help around the house. Months later, when Marcus fell ill, Tasha was the one who nursed him back to health, refusing to leave his side. It was then he realized she hadn't just entered his home. She had entered his heart. The widower who thought his days of love were over found himself smiling again, surrounded by family. In helping a struggling mother and her children, Marcus discovered that sometimes the love we think we've lost finds its way back, just in a different form.